First of all, let me begin by saying it's an amazing day. The day is pretty, and I don't know about you, but it gives me life to be out here and not in a place where the sun's not shining and we don't have the opportunity to really experience what life is about. So I just want to be appreciative today for an amazing, beautiful day for this event. The second thing is I want to thank the American Heart Association, and I want to thank all of you who have gathered today to help promote awareness and to promote the things that are going on in the city of Jackson, in the state of Mississippi, and around the country in order to make us a healthier group of people. Normally, what I would do is I read the proclamation and go through many of the statistics concerning this. But what I want to do just for a minute is to attempt to personalize this conversation today by stating that almost a year ago to the date, we had this very same conversation here. And right after that, I decided that I would take you all's advice and go and get my heart health checked out. Just doing it very routine, and it was when I went to get a very routine checkup that I found out that I was having some issues with my heart. And little did I know until I was referred to Dr. Badero, who is an amazing heart doctor, that there were some things that were happening with my heart, and there was some suspicion that there may have been heart disease related as well. So you can just imagine not even being 40 years old and being faced with the conversation about your heart health. So I wanted to talk to somebody about this because I'm facing a conversation of having heart disease before I'm 40, having a heart that's not pumping the way that it should be pumping. And in this business, you don't really want to talk about that. Particularly in the city of Jackson and in this role. So I went to talk to the only person that I knew who could identify, and that was DeKeitha Stamps. I knew I could talk to DeKeitha because he actually suffered a heart attack, and I knew that I could talk to him, and I said, listen, man, I got this issue going on, and how do you deal with it? First thing he did was went in his pocket and pulled out his meds, and he basically gave me the pep talk of a lifetime. He basically, in a nutshell, said, you're going to beat it. You'll be all right. That's all you got to do. Handle it, right? And I took from that advice that not only do we have to decide and determine that we're going to meet this disease and heart health head on, but we also have to do it collectively. We have to do it with partners and with arms joined and locked. That's what this proclamation means today. This proclamation, in a nutshell, and I'll just read just a little bit of it. It says, resolved by the mayor of the city of Jackson, Mississippi, that whereas cardiovascular disease is one of the diseases kill 1 in 3 women in the U.S., yet 80% of cardiovascular diseases may be prevented, and whereas cardiovascular diseases and stroke kill 1 woman every 80 seconds in the U.S., and whereas an estimated 44 million women in the U.S. are affected by cardiovascular diseases. And whereas only 36% of African American women and 34% of Hispanic women know that heart disease is their greatest health risk compared to 65% of Caucasian women, and whereas the American Heart Association's Go Red for Women movement motivates women to learn their family history and to meet with a healthcare provider to determine their risk for cardiovascular disease and stroke. Whereas Go Red for Women encourages women to take control of their heart health by knowing and managing these 5 numbers. This is important. Total cholesterol, the HDL cholesterol, also known as the good cholesterol, blood pressure, blood sugar, and BMI, or body mass index. Now, therefore, I, Tony T. Yarber, Mayor of the City of Jackson, Mississippi, in recognition of the importance of the ongoing fight against heart disease and stroke, do hereby proclaim Friday, February 3rd, 2017 to be National Wear Red Day in Mississippi, and urge all citizens to show their support for women and the fight against heart disease. Commemorating this day by wearing the color red, and I got my red hearts on my tie, by increasing awareness, speaking about heart disease, and empowering women to reduce their risk for cardiovascular diseases. We can save thousands of lives each year. Given under my hand and seal of the city of Jackson, Mississippi, this is the first day of February, and it is signed by me. So what we wanted to do is to put our money where our mouth is and to put our health and our heart health where our mouth is as well. And so, Councilman Stamps, we've taken a bold step around the city by making an executive order. This is a good kind of executive order, I want to say that, by executing order number 2017-11. Be it resolved by the mayor of the city of Jackson, Mississippi, that whereas approximately 1,900 of Jackson residents are employed by the city government, reducing the impact of diet-related diseases will support a more productive and healthy workforce that will pay dividends to the state economy and cultivate national competitiveness for state residents and employees. And whereas city properties are visited by many residents and visitors and provide care for dependent adults and children, and approximately 67.9% of Mississippi residents are overweight or obese. And according to the University of Mississippi Medical Center in Mississippi, healthcare costs related to obesity have doubled over the past 10 years. What we have decided to do in the city of Jackson is to issue an executive order that removes all unhealthy food choices from our vending machines. That's worth celebrating. And so what you'll start to see over time is the replacement of those unhealthy choices with those heart-healthy choices, those things that when you look at the nutritional value, it speaks directly to the things that we've talked about in terms of those 5 different numbers that we have to watch, and it attends to those. So I want to thank each and every one of you for coming. I'm going to turn it over now to someone who can talk a little bit better than me about this. I don't have a run of show, so I don't know. Catherine, is that going to be you? Who's going to be? No? Catherine says no. Well, Catherine, I'll let your appointee come and speak on your behalf. Dr. Minor will come. Dr. Minor's so funny, y'all. I can't wait till she gets up here and starts talking. I'll be the one that tells her that's enough, though. So would y'all please celebrate Dr. Minor as she comes? Thank you, Dr. Minor.
We just can't say how excited we are of this, because this is a step in changing our culture, because that's what we have to do, one step at a time, changing our culture, because what we all know is that Mississippi leads the nation in deaths from cardiovascular disease, but we've all got to die, but these are premature deaths, people going before it is their time. Right. So everything that we can do to change that, and we just appreciate so much the support of Jackson, and hopefully we can perpetuate this throughout the state in making sure that we can change both the image of Mississippi and, most importantly, the health for all of our citizens. So thank you for being here today.
Well, thank you, Mayor Yarber, and everyone who's participating today for your investment in this issue. A nation will only advance as far as its women. And when we understand that in America, we will be a better America, and we will finally be to where we need to be. The mayor talked very candidly about his own experiences. It's vitally important for us to maintain good heart health. I mean, I've had my issues and several of my family members as well because of not maintaining good health, not talking about it, not discussing it. The council passed a few resolutions about 2 years ago for healthy options at restaurants and for children. Instead of having fries and a Coke, can you get apples and water as the default options on the kids menus? And one of our restaurants here locally has stepped to that plate. Burger King has changed their default options, and several others. So we're progressing, but we're trying to change a culture. And that culture is that good soul food eating Mississippi culture that we all love and enjoy. We just have to do it in moderation. So let's continue this conversation about advancing good health, good heart health, and more particularly the health of women, because women are the backbone to our society, and their health is vital to the health of our society at large. So we appreciate everything everyone's doing. Thank you to the organization for doing this, and Dr. Quinn for your help with me, because he gave me some advice when I came to see him that's definitely made me a better, healthy person. So thanks a lot, and have a great day.
Yeah, just want finally, I did want to recognize Dr. Quinn, who heads up our the mayor's health task force. Dr. Quinn and several volunteers go out almost every Sunday to different places around the city, particularly churches, where they're doing health screenings. They also led that effort inside the city as we started to screen our own employees and finding out what their issues and needs were as we attempted to try to start meeting those needs as well. So thank y'all again, and looking forward to seeing what the data tells us about this effort through the executive order.